Hi, welcome to A Quiet Rebellion Against the Ordinary. I'm Lynn Thurman. I'm delighted that you're joining me today. No guest today, it's just me, and it's something that I want to talk about age. A couple of weeks ago, I was giving a talk about business, and a lady in the audience asked me at 56 whether she was too old to begin her own business. Of course, my reply was going to be, it's rubbish. You know, age is not a barrier. But then things keep popping up since then. They keep making me think about how much we use age as a reason not to do things. First of all, our society isn't particularly kind to people as they age from many perspectives. One thing is that there's almost a kind of expectation that the older we get, the less able we are to take care of ourselves and take care of other people's and be independent, whether that's because people expect our health to fail, or that we're not financially responsible enough. There's all these kind of underlying pressures on people that takes away their worthiness when people get older. So to have this question come up has made me really think about how we as a whole treat age, and especially as we use it as an excuse. I'm kind of lucky in my family that lots of people live to be quite old. So I think I'm probably right at my half point in my life now. But I saw when my granddad, just before he died, he had Alzheimer's, he was 83, how his end days were absolutely nothing like his parents, how that there is a decline in mental health as we get older, there is a decline in our own physical health. It's almost as if we expect it, but it doesn't have to be that way. I have absolutely no proof on, or statistics or reasons to think that it's any, to back up my theories here, that's what I'm trying to say. But I believe that a lot of what causes such a decline, there's pollutions, there's the foods that we eat, the stresses that we live through these days, the fast pace in society, and retirement itself. When retirement comes, if you've been really active all your life and felt like you had a purpose because you had a job, people were relying on you, you enjoyed what you're doing, and then all of a sudden one day it's gone, that can't be good for your mental health. So when it comes to starting a business, if you're an older person, there is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be doing that. You want to live your life against the ordinary. The ordinary is that you work until you're 60 to you're 70, you get a pension, and then you spend the rest of your days digging around a garden or whatever takes your fancy. I mean, it doesn't have to be like that. I did a little research on businesses and for the older population. And I found out that in a study that was published in the Guardian newspaper last year, so that's August 2017, that the Office of National Statistics in the UK reported that a fifth of all new startup businesses in the UK are started by people over 55. And that is an absolutely great statistic. So if you're approaching those years, don't let age stop you. Don't use that as an excuse. I looked a little further, and in that same article, Barclays Bank here, back in August 2017, reported that over the last decade, there has been a 67% increase in women over 55 opening business accounts. And over the last 10 years, they found a 132% increase in women over the age of 65 opening bank accounts. So if you're thinking about starting a business because that's what is in your heart and it's something that will take your life into new realms and new possibilities and give you joy, don't let age become a factor. I've also been thinking about how everybody who's on this journey together, that at any one moment in time, regardless of your age, so if you're a young person, an old person, and in the middle person, right now at this very moment is as old as you have ever been. So just think about that. And in this very moment, you have the most experience that you have ever had. And that is something to celebrate, regardless of whether you're 20 or you're 40 or you're 80. And who knows that if tomorrow you will live, and you know, we don't know what's going to happen. We might not be here tomorrow, but at this very moment in time, you are as old as you've ever been. You're also as young as you've ever been, so don't forget that as well. So obviously, I'm very interested in business. I've been in business myself, full-time, self-employed for over a decade. It's something that I'm very passionate about because that helps me live my life against the ordinary. So I'm rebelling against the ordinary by not having a 9-to-5 job, by not working in a cubicle, by not going into the office, and to be able to do something that I love. So I would encourage anybody at any stage in their lives to do that. But it's not all about work. Work is a big part of everybody's lives these days. There's other things. So since I was 40, which is almost 5 years ago now because it's my birthday in a couple of weeks. So in those turning 40, I've written 2 books. I became an author. Just last weekend, I went to my very first dance class. I've never ever done a dance class in my whole entire life. With my 10-year-old daughter, we did a trial workshop for American-style tribal belly dancing. And it was a great fun. I took up martial arts a couple of years ago as well. I took up Tai Chi, and I know that Tai Chi is, people associate Tai Chi with elder people, but if you speed it up, you've got Kung Fu, and I have to learn the moves, and I've never done anything like that before. So even the little things that you can do to mix up your life, to make it more fulfilling, you know, just do it. It doesn't matter if you're the eldest in the class or the youngest in the class. Just go and enjoy yourself and make your life amazing. Right, I found some more facts for you. If I haven't convinced you enough to go and just do something, and every time you hear that excuse, oh, but I'm too old, I'm too young, just think about these people. Gladys Burrell ran a marathon in Hawaii when she was 92. The Japanese man, my pronunciation is going to be terrible, Teichi Igarashi, climbed Mount Fuji when he was 100. John Glenn went into space when he was 77. Dorothy Davenel Hirsch went to the North Pole when she was 89. She was doing a big tour of the world and went to the North Pole, the oldest person to get there. Diana Nyad swam from Cuba to Florida when she was 64. This is like over a 100-mile stretch, but she did it without a shark cage. She's the first person to have officially swum that distance without a shark cage. Colonel Sanders, the man who gave us KFC for good or for ill, he started Kentucky Fried Chicken when he was 65. The wonderful impressionist artist Paul Cézanne, he had his first art exhibition when he was 56. Dr. Ruth had her first sex talk show on the radio when she was 52. And finally, John Pemberton, he founded Coca-Cola when he was 55. So just go out there, go and do amazing things. Go and make sure that you're having a rebellion against the ordinary, and, you know, whatever age, don't let it stop you. Go and become one of these statistics and, you know, prove to the world that life doesn't stop at 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 or 80 or 90. And thank you for listening. Thank you.